I got my hands on the...
Yo, what the fuck's going on? How's the camera angle? Like, do you want more? Do you want less? This? Or do we want more of the room? I feel like, is that good? A little less? I feel like I need to be at a fucking beach club with this kind of music. Neck is withered right now. I haven't been to the gym in like 2 goddamn months because of fucking being sick and traveling. It's just bullshit. But we'll build it back. I'm going to the gym as soon as this video ends. A little closer. There's a whole lot of face. right. Turn this fucking shit off. What the fuck's going on, everybody? It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've done a live. I don't even know the last live I did. It's been at least a few weeks. That being said, I have been uploading pretty much every day on YouTube. So that's nice for you, right? Trying to get the YouTube algo cooking for the neck a little bit. So I've been uploading a bunch on YouTube. I've also been posting on Instagram and TikTok every day, like just kind of live thoughts on the markets and things like this. So if you'd been paying attention to those channels or watching the YouTube videos, or you're in Telegram or any of these fucking places, hopefully you got in the long down here. We talked about why I thought this was a good take profit area. So hopefully some of you guys made some money. I don't know. You can let me know in the chat if anyone made a couple of shekels. But I'm doing good, guys. I'm finally not sick, which is good. I had pneumonia. I kind of got better. Then I went to fucking Singapore and then Europe. And then I got kind of sick again. So my Instagram and TikTok are at Trader Mayne, the exact same as Twitter, same as my Telegram. So do not get scammed by anyone with a name that is not exactly at Trader Mayne. The only place that I'm not at Trader Mayne is Discord, because some asshole is squatting on my username. So I made it official Trader Mayne. So on Discord, Trader Mayne is not me. Up 2R. Let's go. Made $210. Let's go. Ich bin gut. What the fuck's that mean? Fuck, I know it's, the problem with streaming on either Sunday or Monday is football. It's football, man. I know it's bad timing. Maybe I gotta do it earlier in the day on Monday. That way it doesn't interfere with football. You got trash gut. That's what it means. All right. Good to know. What up, Abimenu? How you doing, G? Jules, what's up, G? Matt the Vulture, Goku, Jesse, Ivo, Darius. It's French. No, it's not. Je parle français, mon ami. Ich bin gut sounds like German. Sounds German to me. Skinny Mayne looks like Steve-O. I'm exactly like Steve-O, just with less drugs. Credible Crypto and I are streaming on Thursday. This week, Thursday. What's up, Whiskey? How you doing, G? What up, Tim Attack? Juju Beans, what's up, G? Jonathan, how you doing, Australia? The Mysterious Stranger. I haven't seen Jane in a while, man. Jane might have passed away. We don't know. Jane might have been so lonely without me streaming that she literally passed away. 3K on whiff since it follows BTC. Let's go, baby. I don't think Cred is bearish, guys. Cred's one of the biggest bulls I know. He just thinks we go down a little before going to all-time high. So Jane got liquidated. Listen, at least Zoran kept to his word. He deleted his account. I mean, you got to respect that. Hell yeah, Serene, congrats. No, he deleted his account, I'm pretty sure. What up, DGen Bar? How you doing, man? Time Attack. when are you getting your FTX money? I actually sold my claim like a few months ago. Maybe I should have waited, but I just wanted the money. I was tired of just, and I got 99 cents on the dollar. I got like all of it back, but I got it at, the problem is you're getting it at the value of your claim in November of 2022. The value of my claim in today's dollars would be 10, 15x higher than what it was 2 years ago. There are two creds within you. One is British, the other one is a bear. Both terrible. All right, cool. We got a good amount of people watching. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'm trying to cook on all fronts, okay? I'm trying to cook on every single front. We've got Breakout, we've got Haven, we've got Telegram, we've got Instagram, we've got TikTok, we've got YouTube, we've got Twitch. I'm trying to trade my own money. Speaking of trading, on Wednesday, hopefully, if not Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, I will be doing a live streaming. I'll be live streaming, but I'm going to trade on stream. So in these streams, I'm usually just obviously going over the charts and things like that. This next stream I do is going to be live trading. So I don't really know what that's going to look like because I haven't done one before. I've recorded myself taking trades, but I haven't just live streamed myself trading. So like whether I'm probably going to do some lower time frame stuff just because it's not going to be very exciting to watch me wait for a 12-hour candle to close. So I'll probably do some scalping or day trading, and we'll see what it looks like. I mean, the way I see it going is I'll, talk you through the trades I'm taking. If I'm in a trade, maybe I just leave the stream up and I go about my day. But I think it's going to be cool. It's going to be something new. Not a lot of people. There's only a few people that I know that actually trade live on their streams. Most people, it's all after the fact, right? It's here's some analysis. Here's what happened. I already made the money. Fuck you. So I'm going to try and do it live. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I make a bunch of money. Maybe I lose a bunch of money. But I think it should be really fun nonetheless and interesting because not only will you get to see my thought process as things happen live, but you'll also get to see the trade management, right? Once you're in the trade, what's it actually like to execute on a platform? How do I go in and enter my positions and my stops and my TPs and stuff? So I think it should be really good. So I'm excited about that, but I'm just trying to become a little dirty content whore. 34 years old, and I'm just trying to become a little dirty trading content whore. What's that about? I don't know. But I just feel like, and I've said this for years, and I just haven't done it. And I'm tired of procrastinating. I've just been busy. As always, there's always a reason to not do something. But I'm tired of procrastinating. I'm just going to start putting out the content. I think I've spent too much time worrying about what people on Twitter think. And Twitter sucks, dude. Like, I've been around for 3 market cycles now on Twitter since 2017. 2016, I was on there. And 2016, 2017 Twitter, 2020 Twitter was so much better than it is now. There was people posting, there was a lot of really smart people posting educational stuff, trade ideas. It was just way more positive and fun to be around. Obviously, there was some toxicity, but nothing like there is now. And now it's like everyone's a scammer, Memecoin rug pulls. This is a scam, that's a scam. Everyone's upset and angry, and I don't understand why, because Bitcoin's at 60K and people are like depressed or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm hoping that I just don't care as much about Twitter anymore. I'm going to focus on YouTube. I'm going to focus on Instagram because when I deal with you guys, it's more fun. Everyone seems to be more stoked. They're learning, we're sharing, we're having a good time. It's not as much like, oh, this guy got stopped out, like this guy's a scam, this, that. Everyone's just fucking a bunch of fucking whiny, miserable fucks on Twitter. And there's a reason that a lot of really good Twitter accounts don't post anymore. And it's because of the shitty people on Twitter. It's their fault. And I'm going to stop posting eventually on there. That's like not that far off in the future. Maybe it's the end of this cycle. I don't know. But it just wears on you, and you're just like, fuck it. I have way more fun on YouTube. So that's why I'm being a dirty little content slut. So make sure you're following me on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and all that fun stuff. And leave me nice comments and like all my videos. All right? Let's get into the charts. So here's what I've got set up right now on my chart. I've got August range here. Okay, this seems to be the most pertinent range. You could take September's range, which is here to here. Okay, so that's September's low. That's September's high. So both ranges are relevant. So initially, right, we had this move up. We came down, and we came right into the order block that I had marked. But I'm going to go back to our August range. I'll show you why in a second here. Is that August? No, this is August. There it is. Okay. Now, came down to the order block. We discussed the long, right? I don't need to go over that again. You guys know why I longed. My initial TP was above these highs here, and I closed early. It is what it is. I said, hey, this is resistance here. Not just because of this H12, but if you look here, we also have this as a breaker. So if you go to the daily chart, what do two 12-hour candles together? What's 12 plus 12? Anyone? Anyone at all? Twelve plus 12 is 24. What is 24? It's a daily. So if I were to mark out these two candles, there's a good chance that on the daily, that's one candle. Look how that works. So even ignoring that H12 level there, we have this daily breaker here. Why I think this is a good TP level, why I said, hey, I think this is an interesting... Who said 21? 21? LeBron James. Electrolytes. Is this daily breaker. The reason I think that this is important, and the same reason why I'm using August range, is because we took out August high here, right? So here's August high. We swept it, broke below, took out all these lows, market structure break. So this, if we're going to put in a lower high here, like if we're doing this, and we're putting in one of these, this is where it forms. So that's why I thought that this was a good TP spot. We ran August high. This is the breaker that took that key liquidity, okay? You also have the H12 order block, blah, blah, blah. So I talked about this in yesterday's YouTube update, right? I said, hey, this is where I would TP if I was still in that long. And we have a fresh 12-hour block here. So I said, maybe we get a retest of this little 12-hour order block, and then that's another higher low here for higher prices. So that is what I'm watching right now. We're getting a reaction there. You can throw on Monday's range, okay? And we're now trading below Monday's low. So if we're able to, right? This is that order block right there, that white line. So if we're able to trade below Monday's low, okay, early in the day, so the candle closes in 10 minutes. So this looks like what Monday's low is going to be. So we have this H12 order block here, and we have Monday's low within it. So if you're looking for a potential long, if we get some sort of move early in the day or tomorrow in New York and we trade below Monday's low and then we reclaim it, right? This is your long. You enter here and your stop goes here. So that's what I'm going to be watching on the day trading side, okay, for tomorrow. Now, the other thing you want to look at here is SPX, right? It's already swept Monday's low, okay, and it had a down day. So Bitcoin actually was quite resilient today based on how weak SPX was. Right, so we had a full % down on SPX, but it could be a very similar setup, right? Where we below Monday's low, we get back above, and then we trade back to Monday's high. So that's something to watch on both Bitcoin and ES for tomorrow. Now, looking at Bitcoin again here, just going to take off Monday's thing here, and we'll zoom in one more level here. On the H4, okay, we actually have had a sweep, right, and an MSB here on this candle close. So if we get this candle close here in 8 minutes below this low, which is looking decently likely right now, this then becomes a bearish H4 breaker. And if we go back to the daily and we move this to here, okay, now we have an H4 sweep within that daily breaker after an H4 MSB. So now going down to like the M15 or the M30 even, we could potentially have some sort of scalp here for downside, right? Here's your M30 breaker. We could get a move up here and then a move down here, something like that. Okay? So that's also a possibility. So I'm going to be watching closely to see which of those scenarios trade. If we bounce here, I would maybe consider shorting with a stop above here. If we just trade lower, but then we reclaim Monday's low, that would be a long trigger for me. So those are the two short-term trading ideas that I'm watching right now. Okay? That H4 setup and then the Monday's range setup. But we are into some demand here, but we're kind of sandwiched between resistance as well. So a little bit of a sticky spot, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to be okay. Now, a lot of people saw Benjamin Blunt's, right? Smart contractor, whatever his handle is these days. His post about, this being a bear trap, bearish OTE right here, right? So if you pull from here to here, that's smack dab at the OTE. One sec. Hello? Okay. That's right smack dab into the bearish OTE. And you had a lot of meme coins put in very similar moves, right? Clear lower highs, but everyone's euphoric into them. The other thing that he brought up was looking at equities. So if you look at the weekly, now I don't really use RSI. Okay, that's not something I personally use. However, we have a big bearish divergence on the weekly here on the RSI. So you have higher highs on price, okay, and lower highs on the RSI. And the dollar has the inverse happening. Okay, the dollar had lower lows on the weekly in price and higher lows on the RSI. So I don't personally use RSIs. However, you can use RSI divergences in confluence with your price action. Absolutely. Just because I don't use them, it does not mean that they're not valuable. And oftentimes, when you see an RSI divergence, it will happen around a key area in price action. So if we look in history here on ES, the amount of times that we've had bearish divergences on the weekly, like here, right? Generally not good. Generally not good. And bullish divergences, right, have played out on the weekly. Now, this is the weekly time frame. This takes a long time to play out, but it's something to consider. Okay, with crypto still not a higher high by my metrics, right? So I talked about this again on YouTube. I still think we're trading within, let me get this ugly motherfucker off my screen now. Puh, I spit on you. We're still trading, okay, within this price leg, in my opinion. So as much as we made the higher high here, this is an internal market structure shift, and this could just be a deviation. We're still within this price leg. So within this price leg, if we're going to put in a lower high, this wouldn't be a terrible place to do it. So you still got to keep that in mind, along with the RSI divergences on equities being at all-time high, potentially showing some weakness, and the dollar, right, reclaiming that weekly range here. reclaiming this range. So we closed below, closed back in, went all the way to the high. This looks eerily similar to this, does it not? But in the inverse. You know what I mean? Everyone thought the dollar was going to break out, right back in, all the way to the bottom. Everyone thought it was going to break down, it's right back in. Maybe we go back to the top. If we trade back up to here on the dollar, I don't see that as being good for risk assets, personally. Doesn't mean it's a one-to-one inverse correlation all the time. So when you talk about credible crypto being bearish and things like that, these are things that people are paying attention to. It doesn't mean that we're still not going to go up high time frame. I've said this every day this week in every video that I've posted, and I've been saying this for the past 6 months. Every time we've had one of these major dumps, I've said I still think we see all-time high this year. So whether or not we go to all-time high from here, we dump to here and then go to all-time high, or we have like a significant dump and then go to all-time high, I don't know yet. Right? But in any scenario, I still think this entire pattern, okay, so whether it's here, or we come down here or something, I still think this pattern ends in a large move to the upside. I don't think we've gone sideways for damn near 6+ months to be topped. I do think that this eventually resolves higher. So from a spot perspective, I haven't sold any of my spot. I'm still holding my spot Bitcoin, my spot Ethereum, my spot Solana. I've unfortunately held a bunch of spot altcoins through massive drawdowns that are now bouncing back near kind of break-even levels. So that's kind of high time frame thoughts, and I gave you some low time frame ideas as well for what I'm potentially watching for. Now, a couple of other things to note here. Before I go into specific coins, and then we can go through some specific coins. So Bitcoin dominance still has not turned over at all. So we've seen some crazy pumps on altcoins. Bitcoin dominance is still firmly in an uptrend and still firmly bullish. Now, do I believe that this is going to eventually nuke? Yes. Like, I don't see this as continuing up forever. I do think that this eventually, right, breaks down. And that's when you're going to get your crazy alt season. That's when Ethereum's going to go to all-time high. Solana's going to go to all-time high. Crazy alt season, right? But it hasn't yet. It doesn't mean you can't position in altcoins. Lots of altcoins have done really well. Look at Sui, right? Like this thing made a new all-time high, I think, or damn near close. Okay? Ripping. Sui versus BTC. Bullish. Okay? Very bullish move since the beginning of August. So lots of altcoins have outperformed. This would be Sui versus Ethereum. It's smoked Ethereum. This is Sui versus Solana. Okay, so lots of altcoins have done well. But there's plenty, right, that you look at something like WIF, the hat's still on. The hat's still on. If you bought any point basically before June, you're like maybe at break even. So really, like, yes, it's up a ton in the last month. I cannot deny that. It's up over 100% in the last month. But unless you bought it in August and are selling it now or holding it now, a lot of people are underwater on these altcoins still, right? So there's people who are like, hey, TIA looks good now. TIA is up 50% since the start of September. So in the last month, it's up 50%. That's a pretty good return. But if you bought TIA any month before the start of September, you're massively underwater. If you bought TIA in May, you're still down 60%. If you bought TIA in July, you could still be down 20, 30%. So the one thing you've got to be careful with altcoins, okay, is people will, anytime alts go up, your standard crypto Twitter person is going to go and find tweets about all the altcoins they've tweeted about in the past and be like, look at these fucking altcoins. I am the altcoin messiah. Altcoins are ripping. We're all getting rich. However, many of these altcoins, people who bought them just even a few months ago are still underwater pretty significantly. So unless you bought those altcoins that you're bragging about, like within the last month, many of them are still down compared to August, July, June, May, definitely April. Like, you know what I mean? Some of these altcoins are trading at prices from a year ago. TIA is trading at the same price it was trading at in November of last year. Okay? So it's great to be bullish on altcoins, right? And I think altcoins are the way for many people to make a bunch of money, and meme coins have been going crazy, and we're going to talk about that. But you do got to be careful just at least looking at Twitter and people saying, look how much this altcoin's up 20% today. But it's like the altcoin looks like this, and then it does this, and they are celebrating this, even though they've been shilling it since here. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's the case for all, but that's the case for many, all right? So just be careful. Now, I'm not saying you cannot buy alts and that there's not a good time to buy alts. I actually think TIA versus Bitcoin, right? I talked about this on a previous video. The selling is absolutely slowing down. I do think that this thing is going to curve up. The question is when. But once this thing starts putting in bullish market structure versus Bitcoin, that's a good time to buy it and to move your alts from alt USD to alt BTC, right? Or from Bitcoin to alts, or from Bitcoin to Solana, Bitcoin to Ethereum, and then those pairs to your smaller alts. You want to make sure that whatever altcoin you're looking at, it's outperforming Bitcoin, ETH, Solana at the very least. Because if it's not outperforming these, then you're better off being in these, and these are way less risky, right? So just some ranting and stuff about a bunch of stuff. Anyways, okay, so let's get into a couple other coins here. So Ethereum, I still think, looks fucking shitty and weak. We've just been dribbling down. Every little glimpse of hope just gets annihilated. So another lower low on the monthly chart, right? Fuck you. Go away. I do believe that, the bottom forms somewhere, in here. Like somewhere in this area. Whether it's this order block here, I don't know. But I think in this area between here and 0.03, this consolidation, I do think the bottom probably forms. But this is a perfect example of what I was just talking about, right? Ethereum could go up 15% tomorrow, and this might do this, right? And there's going to be .eth people being like the bottom's in, blah, blah, blah. But it's still been getting shit on by Bitcoin for a year straight. You know what I mean? So that's how you have to view all of your alts. If you're critical of Ethereum BTC looking like shit, but you're bullish on some other alt, you better make sure your alt is bullish versus BTC, or you're just as bad as the fucking .eth guys, right? But Ethereum BTC still in a downtrend, still looks quite weak. I look at this Ethereum chart. Okay, I look at this Ethereum chart, and obviously we talked about the long down here. I said this is a good TP area, decent TP, right into that old low there. But looking at this Ethereum chart, like on the monthly and the weekly, I just have a feeling that we might have some unfinished business below these range lows. I don't know, not certain, but Ethereum is substantially weaker than Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin range lows are down here, right? So look at the price of Bitcoin on September 2nd, 52K. Ethereum on September 2nd was at 2,100. Ethereum is up 12% today relative to that September low. Okay, where's Bitcoin relative to its September low? It's up 18%. So what's the difference there? 6%? How much is Ethereum BTC down since September 2nd? Right? It's going to be about the difference between those two numbers there. Okay? This is the comparison of those two charts. So Bitcoin looks stronger to me structurally. Now, this can trade lower here, but I do think there's a pretty good chance that this low is in. I don't know about this one. Probably in. I think there's a good chance that we might take out this low still if we do get a little bit of a pullback, right? But I don't see these lows really being at risk. Doesn't mean we can't go down there. We can. But I'm pretty sure, if you bought around 50K, sub 50K, you're safe. Now, Ethereum, on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin pulls back 5%, like Bitcoin goes back to 58K. So not even that deep of a pullback. That Ethereum nukes 10% just because it looks so weak relatively and takes out these lows. So I'm not completely convinced that we're done at the range lows here on Ethereum at least. Now, from a buying perspective for spot or just for like a long-term swing, I think if we get sub 2K, even sub 2200, like if you get Ethereum between 2000 and 2200, I think that's a pretty good bet that it eventually again trades at 4K, and I'm willing to bet some size that you can get a pretty chunky 2x there. So that's something I'll be watching for sure. Same goes for Solana, right? Like Solana, if we come back down close to 100, I think that's a pretty good buy for a 2x, like plus more, because Solana is definitely going higher than 210. Once Bitcoin makes an all-time high again and alts go, like I think Solana goes $300-400. So, if you can get it close to 100, this is a major coin. You can get in lots of size in just spot and get a pretty comfy 2, 3, 4x. Okay? So we'll have to wait and see, right? But out of these pairs, the big three, Bitcoin's the only one that made the internal market structure shift, right? So it broke this internal high here. But Solana did not, and Ethereum did not. Ethereum did not make a higher high. Solana did not make a higher high. Many altcoins did not make higher highs. Right? What are some other altcoins that people are fucking just horny as hell over right now? Bonk with a sweep. Sheeb swept it. Popcat is, listen, I don't even know if I can chart this coin anymore. I really don't. I really don't. So back in, what's the oldest Popcat chart? What's the oldest one? No, this can't be it. It's Solana. There's got to be one that's got more history. Hold on. Okay, here we go. How's this as far back as it goes? Like I need more price history than this. Where can I get the most price history on Popcat? This is not even close to that old. Which one's got the most history? This one, okay. Here we go. Look at this. I even have analysis on it from fucking some altcoin stream. Deviation, retest, rip it. Okay, but this goes way back, all right? In December, okay? December of 2023, a year ago, me, Rookie XBT, and our buddy Bingo and my business partner, Uncle Send It. Okay. We all bought a fuck ton of this coin. Now, a fuck ton back then was, whatever amount. Okay. I don't remember. I think it was maybe 40 to 50,000 or something like that. But back then, I mean, you got an insane amount of the coin for that price. Okay. I sold all of mine on one of these two pumps here. I think I have to check. I don't even want to check the wallet because when you go on like Soul Scanner or Etherscan, it shows you the value in today. Okay. I owned over 1% of this coin back then. Myself, Bingo, Uncle Send It, we all sold ours. Rookie XBT did not sell any. He is still holding his entire bag today. I don't want to get too deep in the fucking weeds, but basically, my bag at today's price would be well over 8 figures. Like well over 8 figures. Okay? That's like a kingmaker trade. That's probably my biggest fumble ever. I mean, listen, I fumbled a ton of shit. I had Bitcoin I had Bitcoin when it was $300. I have less Bitcoin now than I did then. So I've made plenty of fumbles and I've still made tons of money. But that, in terms of just like one trade, a year long, just one trade, you buy, you hold. I got makes me want to kill myself. I tweeted about it on my alt Twitter account, Redacted Capital, in December. I said, I'm buying PopCat. And I know a lot of you bought PopCat when I tweeted it. And I fucking sold it. And it's very upsetting. So regardless of how long you've been doing this stuff, guys, you're going to fuck up. So it's as hard as it is. Because looking at this chart, it does make me want to unalive myself just a little bit. Because goddamn, it would have been, $15+ million probably in one trade off of like a 50K investment. And what's crazy to me is I'll put up 20, 30, 40, 50K risk on a leverage trade and I'll sleep like a baby. But when I put in 50K into a meme coin, I'm shitting my pants. I don't get it. And so it's just, for me, I think too much like a trader. And so like that 50K becomes 100 or 150K. And I'm like, oh, sick. I tripled my money. I'm out. When in reality, like with those kind of things, you just need to buy and then fucking either it goes to the moon or it goes to zero. And I would always say that on Redacted Capital. I'd be like zero or hero, but it's a lot harder in practice. So yeah, that if you're worried about fumbling, missing out on opportunities, there's a fucking fumble for you. I might even do a video talking about, the differences between trading and investing in these certain kind of instances. But I'm definitely not good at just buying and then never selling. It's just not something I got to get better at it. But it's like Murphy's Law, because there's some coins that I've bought and I've held. Like look at OXO. So I mean, this is not nearly as much as PopCat, not even close. But OXO, I bought at 10 cents. It went to 50. I didn't sell any, and now it's all the way back down. You know what I mean? So shit like that, I'm just like, but anyways, yeah. So that was a fucking ginormous fumble, and it makes me very fucking angry and upset and sad. But yeah, tough one, man. Tough one. You had 2% of Shiba Inu? Oh my God. And you're still alive? It's 10 to 15 million now. It may be 30 to 40 million on PopCat, not to make you more upset. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate that, Josh. Thank you so much, Josh, for letting me know that it's only 15 million now and it's likely to be much more later in the bull market. Thank you for letting me know that, because I didn't think about that, Josh. Thank you so much, man. Josh. So just keep clicking. You're one click away from a generational wealth fumble. People are asking me what happened with Redacted. I mean, that was my best call on Redacted by far. I had a few like Myro and stuff. There's a lot of ones that just didn't pan out. I mean, they're shit coins. But yeah, I deleted Redacted Capital after the whole RTR situation. I just didn't want to do it anymore because I can share trades like PopCat. I can give leverage trades. I can speak freely. Everyone's like, don't worry. We love you. We want this information. We love that you have this smaller audience. And then as soon as something goes wrong, everyone jumps down my throat and is like, by the way, Trader Mayne is Redacted Capital. And here's screenshots from his private feed. So it's like, it's your guys' fault. I don't know which one of you did it, but fuck you for whoever it was, because I liked having that page, because I didn't have anything to do with that RTR. It wasn't my coin. I had nothing to do with it. I bought it like 40 minutes after it launched. It was already at like $20 million market cap, and I lost all the money I put in on it. But people started jumping down my throats, being like, well, Mayne fucking launched a rug. I'm like, I had nothing to do with this coin. It's not my fucking coin. And started fucking sharing all my entire private feed publicly, and then people just started coming at me. And I'm like, oh, fuck that. Fuck that and fuck you. So you don't get that alpha anymore. No more free speaking Mayne. Sorry, guys. I wish. I really had fun on that page. But yeah, you can't trust people. Like, you give them winners, they're happy. You give them a loser, they're fucking assholes. The solution is to just buy 15 million of PopCat now. If I bought 15 million of PopCat right now, I think it would go down 50%. So I'm just not going to do that. Bro, love Breakout. You have the best firm in the game. You bet we do. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. You know how I did it? I fucking launched it and I self-funded it myself, and I built it for traders. No bullshit rules, no denied payouts and all that fucking gay shit. What do you think about Brett? I don't know. Let me just go over a couple more charts, guys, and then you guys can give me your fucking requests. So I wanted to check out Solana ETH. So like the amount of people that have told me Sol ETH looks good and it's ready to break out, it's astounding. But it's just been rejected from this level nonstop. So we really just want to see, right? If we want Solana to go back to outperforming like it did last year and at the start of this year, it needs to get some convincing closes above this area here. So, you know, as much as people are like Sol ETH looks amazing, it's just been in this kind of pattern here. So eventually I do think this breaks up, just a matter of time, but it hasn't yet. What other coins do I want? I'm going to go over some of the meme coins here. So there's this one, Simon's Cat. This one got put on my radar by one of those meme coin guys. I don't know if it's the Bonk guy or the other meme coin guy like that has gotten popular on Twitter recently. But this one seems to have a pretty good community. It's got a decent community, so that's good. I don't know anything else about it. It's fucking meme coin. I don't even know what the market cap is. I think it's like 200 mil or something, right? Watch it be like a $5 million market cap coin and I'm just shilling it like a fucking piece of shit. Simon? Is it just called Simon? Or what's it called? Cat. Yeah, so it's 200 mil. So it's not some fucking little tiny one. So this one's on demand here, obviously. Again, we've got to wait and see. Like, a lot of these meme coins have gone up a lot, but if Bitcoin dumps 10%, all of these coins are going to get fucking shellacked. So just keep that in mind. Doge, you know, like, Does it go up eventually? I think so. But has it underperformed, a lot of other stuff, a lot of the newer meme coins? Yes. Like, are we now going to have, I made a big post about this on Twitter about like the 2017 cycle, 2020 to now. And I think it's very interesting. Like, are we going to have the same thing happen for old memes? Like, so you know how like 2017 alts, you didn't want to trade them in 2020 because they all underperformed the new stuff. And now in 2024, we don't want to trade any of the 2020, 2021 alts because they've underperformed all the new stuff. So is this going to be the same kind of deal where now old meme coins are going to be like the old altcoins, where these old altcoins are not going to perform like the new altcoins? You know what I mean? Or new meme coins. Like, it's going to be like that. Like, last cycle's meme coins are trash. Only trade new ones. That's an interesting thought. So, who knows? But yeah, I mean, we're holding this monthly order block here. So I think, as long as we're holding this monthly order block, obviously this is a huge zone, right? So we can come down from here 20, 30 plus percent and still be in this monthly order block, right? We're going to have merch soon. We will, guys, I promise. Yo, what's up? First time on the stream. Yeah, we're going to have merch soon. Why did I sell PopCap? Because I'm retarded. That's why I sold PopCap. That's the only answer. We do need a neck coin. If I ever go broke, you'll know because I'll launch neck coin. That's how you'll know. So yeah, like, this looks interesting, but I mean, Doge is massively underperformed all the new stuff. Same with like Bonk, Sheeb, Floki. Like, a lot of these, it doesn't mean they haven't gone up. Like, remember at the start of the year, this thing went up 1,000%. Okay. So it can still go crazy. At any point, these coins can go crazy. But relative to some of the new stuff, like WIF at the start of the year went up, almost 3,000%. Popcat, I mean, even just from here is up 2,000%. And that's only from fucking April. So we'll have to see. But a lot of these, I think, like, the meme coin stuff now, it's like, hey, do we focus on Doge or do you look at WIF? Do we look at Pepe or do we focus on fucking Popcat? I don't really know. So it's going to be interesting. I do think that this is the meme coin cycle. I mean, it's hard to kind of deny that. It just seems like no one cares about the tech anymore. DeFi, we had these cool DeFi protocols and you can stake and yield and do all this fucking bullshit, but the coin still ends up going down 95% and never coming back to where it was. So have we just distilled crypto down so much that it's just whatever has attention and whatever people are buying is what goes up, and what the coin actually does doesn't even matter anymore? I don't know. Like, Link is like such a good example. Like, everyone's like, Link. You have these entire communities built around Link. And it's like, is Link ever going back to $54? Like, I doubt it. Doesn't mean it can't pump. I took a crazy long on Link, last year. If you guys remember, we had a couple of longs here after this accumulation, manipulation, move. But there's people who have been in Link. They have Link Marine in their bio. And Link has underperformed Bitcoin for 4 years. You know what I mean? It's underperformed Solana for, years, two straight years, well, longer. I had a brief period of outperformance here, but not great. It's underperformed Ethereum like you wouldn't believe. Again, 3-4 years, it's underperformed. So it's like, does Link do more stuff? Does Link have a purpose? Like, I know it's got like some sort of oracle or something. I don't fucking know. But like, does it even matter what the coins do? And the other thing that I think people seem to forget is you can have an awesome product. You can have a ton of users. It does not mean your coin is going to go up. You cannot really control the price, right? So I don't know, man. Lots of interesting stuff. Like look at Rollbit, for example. Like I love Rollbit. Okay. I love them. I think the website's awesome because I love online gambling. Like I used to use Stake. Now I just use Rollbit because on Rollbit, you can also trade. Whether or not it's real perps or a B-book or whatever, who cares? You can trade, and scalping on Rollbit is more efficient than scalping on a centralized exchange because there's way less fees. And you get this instant execution, no slippage. So you can do all that, and you can do all your online gambling. It is one of the highest earning companies in crypto. Like I think they're top 10. Like they're going to make $500 million this year. But the coin, and they're buying back and burning the token. So they make a ton of money. They have an amazing product. They're buying and burning, but the coin's not going up. Right? So is this going to go up? I still think it will. Like I still think, I mean, and I can't discount. You got to remember, it went from 1 penny to 25 cents. So it did go up last year 1,000% plus. So it's not like it hasn't gone up. But like right now, you're like, why is this coin not going up more? It's making tons of money. Tons of people use the product. It's a good product and they're buying and burning. Why is it not going up more, right? So that's just like, you know, but then you got some random meme coin about a fucking baby hippopotamus. And yeah, fully retraced, but I mean, it went up like crazy for a while. Is this the right Mudang token? I don't even know. But yeah, it's just weird, man. I don't know. So I think on a high level, like what we need to see, because right now we're just seeing these dislocated pumps across a variety of different fucking coins, right? This coin goes up. We have not seen the market environment like we saw at the start of the year. At the start of the year and at the end of 2023, everything was going up. There was periods where it was Solana or ETH or Bitcoin or meme coins, but everything was going up. A rising tide raises all ships, right? But right now, we're just getting these random pumps. Bitcoin pumps up 10%. Bunch of coins go up 30, 40, 50%. Bitcoin drops 10%. Stuff nukes 20, 30, 40, 50%. But we haven't had that everything going up flow in a year. It's been a year. So what I'm hoping and what I think the best case scenario for the markets in general is I think it's Bitcoin, not meme coins, not Ethereum, not Solana. I think it's Bitcoin rallying hard and making a major new high. And while that happens, Bitcoin dominance forms a top. If that's what happens next, I think that's the most bullish scenario. Would be Bitcoin goes up, new all-time high. Bitcoin dominance, which has been going up like crazy, starts to roll over. Because then what will happen is Bitcoin will make this new high, and then it will start to go sideways. And then if Bitcoin dominance is going down, Ethereum, Solana, all the altcoins will really fucking rip. I think that's the most bullish scenario right now for crypto. I know a lot of people, like you see BitBoy and Alex Becker and these types, are saying, I hope you're getting ready for the biggest bull run of all time. Like the biggest bull run of all time is about to begin. I do not agree. We've been in the bull run, right? And I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting. Like to me, like the bull run's been happening. Like we've been going up since November of 2022. That was the bottom. That was 2 years ago. So there's people saying that the bull run is just starting. To me, I'm like, well, like how long is this bull run supposed to go on? For 4 years? You know what I mean? Like, are we going to be bullish into the end of 2025, into 2026? I personally don't think so. I think what's going to happen is we're about to have one more giga fucking leg higher, then a giga crazy alt season higher, and then probably a top. That's at least my view. Will I be right? I don't know. But I'm not of the belief that the bull run is just getting started. Bitcoin is up 350% from the bottom already. How high is it supposed to go? You know what I mean? Bitcoin going to 150K or 100K would be a 500% move plus off the bottom. So I think the people who are like, oh, it's just getting started. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, the last 6 months have been sideways and kind of boring. But just getting started, we're up massively. Everything, like Bitcoin's up massively off the lows. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but but in my scenario where we have this one more big leg, Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance start to top, altcoins go crazy, that last leg is the most profitable leg because things go up the most aggressively, the quickest. Remember, last cycle, Bitcoin topped April of 2021. Here is when Bitcoin topped last cycle. Okay? Here. Ethereum pumped with Bitcoin, corrected, and then 2x'd. It doubled in like a few months after Bitcoin had topped. Right? So Bitcoin topped here, and then Ethereum 2x'd literally the next month. Okay? So if we get something remotely similar to that, where Bitcoin goes to 100K, and let's say Ethereum's at 3,500, that would be like Bitcoin goes to 100K, and then Ethereum goes from 3,500 to 7K in a month. Solana goes from 250 to 500 in a month. And then imagine what all the other altcoins do, right? Anyways, I don't know. I'm just ranting a bunch. I haven't streamed in a while. Clearly, I had a lot to get off my chest. All right, let's check out the chat a little bit here. Moodang 125. I mean, is this the right Moodang? Like, is this Moodang? Is it on ETH or is it on Sol? I mean, yeah, I don't know. This thing full retrace the move. Hopefully you took some profit up there, but there's some potential support here. But I mean, something like this can just go to zero very quickly. Oh my God, this is another one. Bitcoin, what is it? Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Inu. What is it? Harry Potter. This. What another fumble of mine. Well, actually, I don't even know if this one's a fumble because it just seems to do this, right? It pumps and then it fully retraces. It pumps, then retraces, pumps, retraces. Right? Like we're even seeing some of the, like Bowden had a little bit of a, Bowden had a little bit of a revival. No, it didn't. Never mind. For some reason, I thought someone posted that Bowden went up. Well, it kind of did. Yeah, it went up a bunch. It went up 3x. I mean, obviously, relative to where it was, it's still in dog shit, but tripled in the last, week. Last week there, it tripled. We're seeing just some of these random coins just catch a bid again. What was another one? SPX 900 or whatever. 9,000. I forget what it is, but something like this. Is this it? Yeah, like this is one that just went insane. What? What the fuck? What is the market cap on this? This is a $400 million market cap coin. And it is up 4,000%. This is insane. In September, it went up 1,500. And in October so far, it's up another 160. And from here to here, it's up like that. What? Why didn't you guys tell me to buy this coin? And then I wouldn't feel so bad about PopCat. Holy guacamole, bro. That is insane. Keep clicking, boys. God damn. Like, I knew about this coin a year ago. I didn't buy any. The bull run's just getting started. We have so many coins that have done multiple 1,000% returns, but the bull run's just getting started. Don't worry. Keycat. Yeah, I've heard Keycat. People are saying it's the Popcat of Ethereum, or of Base. It's like Popcat, but it's on Base. I wish I would have bought it fucking a month ago. It's kind of annoying that's up this much now. So I don't know, like something like this, I would just do it super simple, right? Like, okay, if it comes back to here at all, right? So that's not even a big dip from where it is. Could be 10, could be 30%. But any sort of dip into this weekly demand, you just punt some and just forget about it. Caspa. Yeah, I mean, I charted this one fucking again a year plus ago. Respected the TA very well. Came all the way down here. I remember when I did my shitcoin summer stream. I remember charting this right down here. And I said, wow, look how much this has gone up. I fumbled it. And look at it now. 1,000%. Again, I don't know what this coin does. The only concerns really I see here, right, are it's taken out that high, and it's within this low, so you don't really want it to lose weekly structure. But this could just be a pullback, you know, into this consolidation down here. But that's what I'd be watching. Mew. Yeah, it looks decent. Potentially putting in some bullish structure here. Like, I like on the weekly how it's got a structure break here. Like, that's good. So now it's just a matter of, okay, can this continue? Right? Nice daily higher high here. So I don't know. I'd maybe look for a pullback into here. Into this area here for continuation. You guys are just sending me the shittiest fucking coins ever. Yeah, this woman yells at Catcoin. Like, I mean, listen, I'm not a fucking meme coin guy, but like, to me, Ansem tweeting this when it's an $8 million market cap coin, it went up 100% like immediately after he tweeted. The minute he tweeted, it started pumping. To me, that's like a little bit sus. I mean, it's not sus. I don't know. Like, you do whatever you want, I guess, because like Ansem and Zach had a big back and forth, and I kind of agree with both of them at different points. Like, at one, for Ansem's perspective, it's his account. You know, why can't he tweet whatever the fuck he wants on his account? But on the other hand, it's like, well, because if the coin is small, like this one WYAC, he's got enough followers who will blindly buy anything he tweets that he can make a coin go up 2x. And whether or not he's being ignorant or oblivious, or it's not that, it's malicious and he's just pretending not to know, who's to say that he couldn't have bought this coin yesterday, tweeted it, and instantly doubled his money and sold into the pump, right? Like, he has the ability to move the market that much. So that's kind of the other side of it. So, I mean, like, you kind of just got to, like, if I'm him and I'm in his position, I would just own it. Be like, I'm going to tweet whatever the fuck I want, whether or not I own the coin or not. It's like, it's not financial advice, man. I'm posting on Twitter because the end of the day, he is not making anyone buy. Just because people buy because he tweets, he cannot control that. Could he be responsible and realize that, hey, anytime I tweet something, people are going to blindly buy, so I should probably only tweet about larger coins, maybe don't tweet it and then sell right after I tweet. Like, that's the most morally good way to do it. But it's kind of like, well, is it his fault he's got a bunch of followers and a bunch of retards who are just going to buy anything he says? So it's a very difficult situation. I think there's merits to both arguments. It's like, it's my account. I'm going to tweet whatever. Like, as you guys know, I made that alternative Twitter to talk about lower cap coins because I wanted to avoid my followers getting wrecked. Because a lot of the coins Ansem tweets, he's nailed whiff and there's a ton that he's nailed, but someone did like an analysis of all of his tweets and was like 75% of the coins he's tweeted are, rugged or are down from when he tweeted them, and 25% aren't. But the ones that aren't, some of them are up a ton, but like whiff and things like that. But it's just like, I personally don't really want to be the guy who tweets something and I know it's going to go up because of my followers and then I'm selling into them. But I don't know. It's a very sticky situation. But like, again, like, why should he? Yeah, the Pups thing with Arthur was very suspect. And I think Pups has been down only since then until very recently. But again, like, it's his Twitter account. Is he just not supposed to tweet anymore? Like, he can only tweet about Bitcoin and Ethereum? That's how I personally feel. I have this like moral just feeling of yuck if I were to talk about some tiny little coin to 500,000 people. But yeah, I don't know. It's a very tricky spot. But at the end of the day, as much as there's responsibility on the influencer, the end responsibility should be on you. It's your money that you're risking. So if you're just going to buy something because someone tweeted it and you lose money, in my opinion, you fucking deserve to lose money. You know what I mean? And that was my whole problem with the redacted thing. If people made money, it was great. As soon as they lost money, they're like, fuck you, this is your fault. It's like, well, fuck you. You don't get it anymore. I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. Have you got your plaque for 50K yet, subscribers? I don't think you get one for 50K. You only get it for 100,000. So I need way more followers. You guys need to fucking pump my shit up, boys. Mayne, is there location restrictions for breakouts? As long as you're not on the OFAC list, you're good. But yeah, Texas, totally fine. Trump, I think I own this coin. I own Mega. This is the one I own. Mega. I own this one. So some of these coins are catching a bid. The election's in a month. If Trump wins the election, like, is this going to go up? I don't fucking know. I mean, it went down when he got shot. Like, what the fuck? He survived an assassination attempt and the coin goes down? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Tesla. Haven't looked at Tesla in a while. I'm not entirely convinced that this is breaking out yet. I'm still not entirely convinced that we don't take out these lows. That's what I thought about it last time I looked at it. Is that these lows are something to watch, but now you have this, right? So, maybe you're a buyer in this monthly demand here. The weekly, you can even tighten it up to there. You want to see it hold this weekly order block. If it loses this weekly order block, I think there's a pretty high likelihood that it takes out some of these lows. And again, that's going to be very largely dependent on what equities do here, right? We're holding this zone for now. But if we get back below this double top, I think this leads to a larger correction. So that's just what you're going to want to watch. Thoughts on Brett? Didn't this coin have like some crazy insider bullshit going on? Like, wasn't that the story with this fucking coin? I don't know. I mean, like, it looks okay. There's definitely uglier coins. it's like holding demand here. But yeah, I don't know. Looks okay. I'm not sure what time we're streaming. I'll tweet about it tomorrow, probably. I don't know if it's going to be live or pre-recorded. I think it's going to be a live stream. Yeah, Crash. Yeah, doesn't that guy own like the Cassius Ali or whatever his fucking Twitter account is? Doesn't he own like the majority of it or something? He owns a bunch and he's always shilling. That seems safe. In all honesty, it seems sus, but I'm seeing people like Ansem and Trader SZ pulling 400Xs. They're continuing this trend while we are sitting back thinking about morals. I think we should send some of the low caps, allow our followers to ride the wave first. Everyone eats. Thing is most people don't eat, right? None of these people are shilling coins that they don't already own from a better price than when they're telling you to buy it. That's number one. Number two is a lot of people are still going to lose money on this shit. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just saying I don't do it. More power to people. It's just not something I do. That's all. Doesn't mean that I don't judge one way or another. And I do think, and I also agree with you that a lot of people are trying to turn a little bit of money into a decent amount of money. And you're not going to do that buying Bitcoin or Ethereum or even Solana at these prices, right? Like, you need to turn that $1,000 into $10,000 or to $100,000. You're most likely going to do that in some smaller coin that can pull a crazy multiple. I don't disagree with you at all. But shilling meme coins and low caps is just not really my brand. Now, in hindsight, if I could go back in time and remain completely anonymous and just fucking shill dog shit coins and get paid a lot, and also a lot of these guys as well, they're getting paid by these coins to shill them. It doesn't mean that the coin can't go up, and it's awesome when it does, but a lot of these guys are getting paid by those coins to shill them, right? And even some of the most sought after godly figures in crypto, like some people are very do I name names right now? Do I just go out and say, or do I not? See, this is something I would tweet about on Redacted, but now you don't get that. So you don't get the names, and it's one of your faults because one of you guys tweeted that I was behind some bullshit and posted it and said, this is Mayne. And then I got a bunch of heat, and I was very upset, and that wrecked my life and fucked over my friends too because I didn't fucking do anything. Anyways, so you don't get the names. There's some people that are very, very unsophisticated with shilling. And you know who they are because it's always the same group of people tweeting about the same coin at the same time, nonstop. And it's not very sophisticated. You can tell that they're shilling something they're being paid to shill. Okay? There's other people, and those people are often known. Like, it's kind of known. You know that they're being paid. Right? You know that they're being paid, and it's obvious. And guess what? It's fine. They very rarely disclose that they're being paid. They won't say that they are. But you kind of can tell. It's obvious. And then you know, okay, maybe I'm going to stay away from those coins because, the cabal is pushing them. Right? There's other people who are very, very highly regarded on crypto Twitter. Almost deified. Like, these people can do no wrong. They're so great. They're so amazing. They're the best. They know everything. And they also are taking paid deals to shill coins. They just do it in a little bit more of a sophisticated way. It's a little more subtle. It's not as obvious. Maybe they write a thread and a thesis about why a coin is so great. Maybe they're just very aloof and subtle about how they post it. But in reality, no different to the very bare obvious shiller, they are posting that shit and then they are dumping what they're being paid almost immediately after. Okay? So just keep that in mind. And my advice, which is very simple in my opinion, right, is just go out there with the baseline assumption that if anyone is telling you to buy something or that something is bullish, they already are positioned at a better price than when they're telling you, and that they have the financial incentive for it to go up. If I'm telling you Bitcoin's bullish, I'm probably long, right? You know what I mean? It's like talking your own book, but whether or not they are being paid by that token or they're just positioned in it from earlier, just go in with the baseline assumption that anyone telling you to buy something, they're in at a better price than you, and they're going to try and make money as it goes up, and they are going to try and sell into your buying. Just assume that for everyone. No one is out here just giving free fucking money out. No one's saying, hey, this coin's going to go up 100% and you should buy it. I'm not in it. I'm just letting you know. Assume the worst. Not saying everyone is a bad operator by any means, but assume that everyone is and be a lot more guarded and careful, because at the end of the day, you're risking your money, not theirs, right? If I say I think this is going to happen and it doesn't happen, you don't know if I made or lost any money or anything, right? But it's your money that's at risk. So go in with that baseline assumption that everyone is out there to fuck you and everyone's a shark. And you got to look out for your own. Be fucking ruthless with protecting your money. And I think we'll end it there, guys. I think this was a really good first stream back. So either Wednesday or Thursday, live trading stream. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If you want to help your boy out, guys, I'm trying to get big on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm trying to get away from Twitter a little bit. So show me some love. Like these videos, leave comments on them on Twitch, on TikTok, on Instagram. Just go blow my shit up. I'm posting lots of stories and stuff. So appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I will be back soon. Talk to y'all later. Hope everyone has a great Monday.